It does. I mean, it makes us, kind of go back to the drawing board and trying to substitute and try to get your best 11 guys in the field and trying to match up sometimes with personnels. You start to get thin. Last week in the game when Garyon went out and Marshawn had to go to corner, kind of limited us into some nickel packages that we couldn't get into, and that kind of what a lot of the preparation is about. And you got to be able to adjust and adapt when it comes to game time when things happen.
I know you can't say much about Damon Webb, but are you hoping to get him back at some point? What can you say about it?
I know nothing about it.
When you guys look at the amount of attention that Joey Bosa is getting, how often is he facing a double, triple team on a per snap basis?
Talk about attention on the football field?
Yeah. I know he gets plenty off the field, but
it's people are going to make plans for us. You talk to people after games and things. Sometimes they say, yeah, we had a plan. Whether we're going to try to wham him or we're going to chip him or we're going to do some different things to try to slow him down. And he has to understand that. He has to know that. We try to do a good job at moving him around a little bit so people can't get a beat on him. If he's always the left end, then they know where they can always kind of either put their protection or where they can run some of those whams or crunch plays. So we got to do our best job to try to move him around a little bit so he's not a stationary target. Because even last week in the game, I think that crack block on Taekwon was probably meant for 97. It just happened to be he was on the other side that time. So it's things that I guess I tell them to take it with some respect, because people are looking for you and they're trying to game plan for you, and which means other people got to step up too.
I was going to say, the flip side, you got to be able to use that to your advantage, I guess. Taekwon is benefiting. I think Darren Lee's lined up on the same side as him on occasion.
Yeah. And so, we try. Those are things that go through our minds. Those are things that we prepare for and plan for. A lot more of that stuff on third down. But obviously it takes some thought process on their side too. That Joey's got to play left and right. He's got to flip. He's got to do some different things. So puts a little bit more on his plate, makes it a little bit more challenging for him. But sometimes that's a great thing for a guy like him. We got to continue to challenge him and find ways to keep him more interested in the things that we're doing.
Well, you guys have brought in a lot of very talented linebackers. Some have taken a while to get into the groove of things. Some have been quick. Raekwon contributed last year. Now he's got double-digit tackles. As you guys spiked the last few weeks. How has he been able to acclimate so quickly, and what have you seen as it seems like his game is flourishing the last few weeks?
Well, he's doing a great job for us. Obviously he's been thrown in a position where that guy's the leader. Last year he had the luxury of Curtis Grant being the true leader of the team in defense, and he had the ability to go in there like a sixth man off the bench, and if something happened, he got to come out. So we've thrown a lot on him, a lot of weight on his shoulders, but the greatest thing you can say about him is he's a worker. Every single day he goes out there, he tries to take charge, he takes leadership, he takes that role to heart, and he's continuing to grow. Obviously he's played well, he's made a lot of tackles. There's been some different situations so far in the last couple of games where people have challenged the Mike. There's been some run game and things like that where he's in a position to make a lot of tackles, and he's done a great job of it.
Why did Cameron Williams do in his place? Yeah. On Saturday. What was your take on that? Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody ask something over there?
No, I figured you'd be first. I don't know why you waited till like the fourth question. I changed.
Yeah, exactly.
You're too old to be nice. Cameron did a great job. I think he ended up having 28, 29 snaps, and he did a phenomenal job. Sometimes people get a little worried. They haven't seen him. They're all worried, where's Raekwon, this, that, and the other thing. And to be honest with you, I think we got to do a little bit better job at rolling. I got to do a better job. And he's a guy that deserves to play. He's a guy that we can put in there. And if you're going to play 93 snaps on defense, you got to find a way to get a few guys some reps to give guys a break and just obviously mix it up a little bit. So he did a great job, and I've got the utmost confidence that if he has to go in there and play for us, we're going to be in good shape.